Hello YouTube, people of Earth, and everyone else. Welcome to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about this fighting games accessibility series as a whole, kind of reflecting on it, talking about some stuff that I've learned, and some stuff that I am looking to do in the future. So in this series, I've talked a lot about my growth as a fighting games player. In starting in 2022, playing Tekken 7, playing maybe a little bit of Mortal Kombat, but mostly Tekken 7, learning Heihachi Mishima and Miguel and Jin and Law, and learning about these characters that I'm starting to have a real just adoration for and connection with, to eventually kind of losing some love for that game, and mostly because a lot of my friends fell off of it. And then we kind of move on to what really created a lot of the mental issues that I'm struggling with still. I was in an abusive relationship, and that really twisted a lot of things in my head and made a lot of things very difficult, and has for more than a year, and I've been trying really, really hard to get over that. So one of the big parts of all of this is that I've been struggling with mental health for a long time now, and this semester was very, 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 very similar, including about a month where I don't think I thought about these videos all that much because I had some personal things going on due to mental health and due to just some really, really, really big changes that happened this semester. I have been trying my best to get back on track with these. I have been trying for a month to get all of them done, and today I finally got to record. Today is the 9th. Today is December 9th. I am graduating on the 14th, so I have been kind of struggling to get these put together. But this is the 7th part. I've gotten all of them done at the point that you're seeing this, and I'm working with my professor to do the final things for my independent study that I've been working on for this semester, which is what these videos are part of. I want to talk a little bit about how I got from that person playing Tekken 7, getting through that abusive relationship, finally making it to like mid-ranks in Street Fighter 6, and then just completely switching everything on my channel essentially to nothing but Tekken 8. And then as this whole 2024 has gone on since January when Tekken 8 released, to now when I'm just about to graduate college, there's a lot that's happened. And one of those things has been that I've finally started to see improvement from the beginning of 2024 till now. And I finally made it to Flame Ruler, which, you know, for some people probably isn't that big of a deal because some of your characters are probably already in Tekken King and some of your characters might even be in God ranks. For me, that is a big deal as somebody who has switched through characters so many times, so often, and gone back and forth between the higher ranks that I'm in and the lower ranks that I'm in, and all the in-betweens between going from yellow ranks to purple ranks every other day, it felt like. And that kind of like push and pull has really taken a toll on what I actually expect of myself, because I don't know where I'm at in the ranked ladder, especially because my main character, Raven, I've hardly spent any time focusing on. It's felt like a very weird year, and as far as Tekken 8 goes, I'm very happy with where I'm at. I'm glad that I could make it to Flame Ruler. I hope that the internet, where I'm going to end up living for the next year or so, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to at least play a little bit of Tekken. I do not expect a lot of Tekken coming, but I'm just hoping that that goes well and I'm able to play at least a little bit, and maybe I'll just be refining Raven for year 2 come January or February or whenever they drop that update. So why did I make this series? So the big one, the elephant in the room, the one that you've all been watching this, if you've been watching this series regularly, is to promote accessibility in fighting games. Fighting games have always been something I felt like I couldn't really get into until I just threw myself at the wall, hoping that I would stick, and every time that I wouldn't stick, I knew I just needed to throw myself again and make it another shot, another effort, another attempt at getting good at this. And one of the big things with promoting accessibility also is that I'm trying to remind myself that I was a beginner once. And even though I'm starting to get better, I'm starting to get to those purple ranks. I have a few characters in red ranks, which I never thought I was going to have one in. I thought it was going to be a year before I got there. But one of the big things too is that I want to bring more beginners and more people to this community that has given me the outlet to be on YouTube, to do something that I really, really, really love doing. And that's my other point about why I made this, is I just wanted to be able to make something for my last semester of college that I love talking about. And I fortunately have a girlfriend now that lets me talk about this stuff and is very supportive of me liking it. And even though I don't think she really gets what I'm talking about a lot of times, she actually appreciates it, and it feels great to have that. And of course, those of you that have stuck with me for this entire series, I really appreciate you guys too, because I get to talk about something I'm passionate about for like 15 minutes to almost 25. And I think the Fighting Games Dictionary video that I did, the clip of me actually describing and demonstrating all of the stuff, that was, I believe, 40 minutes uncut. I think without me chopping out, I think I chopped out an entire section and then was really like shortening the entire video, because otherwise that thing could have been an hour. I really am glad that I've been able to talk about something passionately and something that I love for, 15, 20, 40, 60 minutes at a time. I'm very happy that this series came to fruition, even though I have been cramming for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get these done. I think that's a good way to bring us to the question of what's next for this channel. So one of the big things that I mentioned is that I probably won't have great internet. Where I live, it's a very rural area, and unfortunately we don't have great Wi-Fi or a great way to set up a connection, like a wireless connection, or a wired connection where I live. And after I graduate, I'm moving back home, and I actually have to call my parents about that right now, after I'm done with this. One of the big things that has been, decently regular on my channel is tech and gameplay videos, and one of the things with that is that they're kind of gonna have to be put aside. The big thing that might still happen is that I'll be able to find games that don't, necessarily need great internet connection to enjoy and still play with my friends. So things like the hilarity ensues thing, where I have funny moments and I like caption them and do all that editing. They might still be happening, they might still be coming, but not as often, and I know I don't make them regularly anyways. The other thing that might be a mainstay on this channel now is video essays. I might not be talking about video games all the time, and especially not fighting games. I've already made too many video essays about fighting games. I'm going to be playing some different games for a while, and I think that one of the big ones that I'm going to eventually talk about a lot is Elden Ring and the Souls-likes and Soulsborns and all that, because I love those games, and while they're very challenging and very difficult, I still love playing them. And I'm very excited to move away from some fighting games for a while, because they are my pride and joy. I love playing them, but I need to do some different avenues for a little while before I really dive back into them and kind of throw myself back into them wholeheartedly, because I'm just kind of getting burned out with them. The other thing for this channel, and I'm also going to start talking about what's next for me, is I've mentioned I'm graduating this coming Saturday on December 14th. And one of the things that I'm going to be starting to do is that, first of all, I'm going to be taking some time to really figure out my mental health and really figure out, okay, what anxiety do I have? What depression do I have? What do I have any disorders like that are affecting those things and adding to them, and kind of just throwing a lot of things at me at once. And one of the big things is getting out of college. One of the things with this semester is that it's been very busy, and I didn't think it was going to be that busy, because I have way fewer classes than I've had in any semester ever, and this has been one of the most difficult semesters homework wise, because I've just had to do this and think about this and stress about that and keep up with this and manage many due dates and all of these different projects and stuff. So I'm going to be taking a big step back from really making a big effort to do much for a little while. And I'm not even going to be searching for a job right away, because I'm going to be taking some time to figure out my mental health, and I might be getting a pet, but I'm really going to be taking a step back from just like adult life, and it's going to be a big change for a little while before some even bigger changes down the road. Another thing is that I'm going to try to figure out some way to get into a gym somewhere and try to work out again as much as I can. I would love to just improve my physical health, because that also helps with mental health. One of the things that I also struggle with is some insecurity about, I've gained weight, I've lost weight over the past couple years, and it's been a really big struggle for me to really feel like who I want to be, because I haven't felt physically healthy. Another thing that I want to try and do, and something that's going to be a big effort that I'm going to be putting into while I'm just hanging out with people in Discord or just hanging out by myself, is I want to start trying to make 3D animations. I would love to learn how to program animations. I would also love to learn how to make a game. I might be doing a bunch of research on that. I might be actually just trying to do that for the next, however long. And while I might burn myself out on that, as it stands, I don't necessarily have to be on a schedule. I don't have to be on a strict deadline for a while. And I think I'm going to let myself not have deadlines for a while is a huge part of this. Because then I can feel like I have free time and kind of give myself a break. I can also then intake more media and like shows and movies, and not just, okay, I'm listening to music now, I'm playing games now. I can actually just sit and feel like I can focus on a show, focus on watching movies. And then also I want to be making more music. I haven't really made a lot of music this semester because I'm not in music classes. And one of the things with that is that I'm not entirely surrounded all the time by music people talking about music while I'm listening to music and thinking about music. I have been really out of the music sphere for a long time, especially this semester with making this video game series and all that. One of the big things with that is that I'm going to start trying to make some other music than just hip-hop, and I don't know if it's gonna work out. I'm trying to search for some different vocal styles. I'm trying to get my guitars figured out again. I haven't strung them up and played them in who knows how long. I really want to start making some more heavy music. I want to make some different music than I've been making. I want to play my guitars again. I want to play my bass again. I want to play drums again. And I just really want to make different music and work on doing cool music projects. So anyway, I am kind of getting close to the 15-minute limit that I'm kind of trying to set myself with, and I'm really going to try and keep most of the next parts short, but I tend to ramble. This series has been a very eye-opening experience for me, and one of the things with that is that I am not quite ready for a full-time job because I keep running into roadblocks, I keep running into burnout, and I just need a break. One of the things that's going to happen is that I'm going to be taking a big break from YouTube for a while. I am going to be taking a big break probably from posting much anywhere for a while, and with that, I think I am about ready to say thank you guys for being with me on this journey. I hope that my return is sooner rather than later, and I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate just about all of the time that I've been able to spend making YouTube content for you guys, and I hope that you guys stay well, are well, and without further ado, thank you for letting me open the door to my favorite pastime, playing fighting games.